The Undertaker. He steps out at Survivor Series 90 like a mortuary secret that grew legs. Slate gray gloves, dust-caked Stetson, a stare so empty the hard cam flinches. Paul Bearer's urn is never explained, so kids invent nightmares to fill the gap while grown-ups check the exits. Over 9 months, he folds jobbers into body bags, locks Ultimate Warrior in an airtight coffin, and no-sells Jake Roberts' DDT by sitting bolt upright as if rigor mortis just asked for overtime. Terror comes from pace, not volume. Every slow footstep is a countdown everyone hears in their chest, proving even cartoon heroes have an expiration date. Primetime Brian Lee. Smoky Mountain's Golden Boy starts out looking like a superhero audition, until cheers pay less than shortcuts. A shiny trophy shatters across Tracy Smothers' spine, Tammy Fitch screams his virtues for a fee, and a steel chain tucked under his elbow turns miracle comebacks into sure things. What really stings is the grin. He still signs kids' programs while cashing heel money, teaching small-town fans that selling out isn't tragedy, it's career planning. Speaking of career moves, smash that subscribe button before the next bell. Lee would, and he'd probably invoice you twice for the advice. The Underfaker. Ted DiBiase flashes a briefcase of cash and unveils a perfect Undertaker clone. Brian Lee, in borrowed purple gloves, mimicking every dead-eyed head tilt like a haunted mirror 2 frames behind. For 8 suspense-soaked weeks, the WWF becomes a horror edition of Spot the Difference. Kids wondering if their indestructible hero just took a payday. The masquerade dies at SummerSlam when the real gong hits. The lights go funeral dark, and the counterfeit eats a double tombstone before being zipped into obscurity. Short run, deep scar. If the dead man can be faked for cash, trust is just another prop waiting to crack like a foam urn. Bulldozer Brian Lee. ECW thinks it's seen every stunt until Lee, rechristened Bulldozer, treats a scaffold like a diving board. On the 26th October 1996, he flings Tommy Dreamer 15 feet through a pyramid of tables and fluorescent tubes, then smirks while medics sweep up the glass. Titles bore him. He feeds on the chant one more time and happily supplies the encore. The punchline is circular. The more carnage he serves, the louder the crowd begs, proving a heel can be nothing more than the audience's appetite given boots and a pulse.
Chainz. The Attitude Era's gang wars need horsepower, so Brian Lee roars in on a Harley, wearing DOA denim, revving loud enough to drown commentary. Championships don't interest him, turf does. Whether throwing fists at the Nation of Domination or swinging hardware at Los Boricuas, every bout feels like a parking lot reckoning filmed under arena lights. He teaches street math. Respect equals noise plus scars. And the scariest fighter is the one who doesn't care who started the brawl, only who's still upright when the bikes peel out. Lord of Darkness. Autumn 98 flips the script. The dead man trades his coat for black velvet robes and turns the ring into midnight mass. By January, he welds those whispers into the Ministry of Darkness, sacrifices Midian on live TV, and on 29th April, hangs stone cold on a Titan-sized symbol. 3 nights earlier, he tries a candlelit, dark wedding with Stephanie McMahon, bound to an altar until Austin crashes the ceremony. His masterstroke is bureaucratic cruelty. Every sadistic act is divine orders, shifting blame to an unseen higher power and forcing fans to imagine something even worse than the Reaper. Big Evil Undertaker. The motorcycle era returns darker. Red bandana low. Deadman Inc stitched across his vest. Voice dropped to a predatory growl. He ragdolls Maven out of the Royal Rumble, pins Hulk Hogan at Judgment Day with a choke and chair combo, and drags Lillian Garcia by the wrist, making her sing while he squeezes the mic stand. "I'm gonna make you famous" isn't a promise. It's a guarantee your pain will be televised, replayed in slow-mo, and meme before the bruises fade. In a roster of loud talkers, Big Evil proves a low rumble can still drown them all. New Church Enforcer. Father James Mitchell's new church doesn't need sermons. It weaponizes silence, and Brian Lee delivers. Dressed in a black duster, he lurks ringside like a power cut waiting to happen. No pyro, no catchphrase, just the certainty that if Mitchell points, somebody's night ends under splintered plywood. Against flashy ex-WCW high flyers, Lee shows a human shadow can be the loudest special effect, reminding rookies that the monster you don't hear is the one you should run from fastest. 8 villains, 1 truth. The tombstone keeps changing shape, but the chill stays the same. Boo the villain, never boo the booking. Because the minute the boos die, the dead really do rest.